Hey guys, it's 10 Types, and today I'm going to be playing with Robin Schultz's regional winning Urshifu VMAX list, which is pretty much Urshifu if you had all the techs except for the ones you'd expect. You don't have cards like Monument Research here, you only have a 2-2 Urshifu, a 1-1 Octillery line, playing Galarian Moltres but not the V. Got a Snorlax in here, a bit of a thin Inteleon line as well. But then we play all these weird supporter cards, and we play some cards like Peonia to find our tech cards. Pretty much a bunch of crazy stuff, but let's go and get into a game, and I can just show you how it works. Admittedly, this might not go too well, but hopefully you can enjoy it, and hopefully I can too. Okay, so getting into another game here. Definitely want to get a powerful setup. Something like Keep Calling early could be good, as well as an early Snorlax, but we need the turn 1 Urshifu and probably a Sobble. We're going second. We got the Keep Calling, so this isn't bad, as well as the Sonia, so I'm kind of liking this hand, but certainly not loving it. Oh, and certainly not loving the mana fee off the bat by them. We do have the Medicham to deal with it, but they just pass, which actually means that because... Okay, so this is interesting. I'll go for Sonia here, though. I don't want to get rid of any of these cards. We do have the Hoopa. We have the Tower of Waters. That's right. We just have game here. We can retreat, donk the mana fee, treat a Sobble, Assault Gate, which is surprisingly powerful. Just Assault Gate for game. So Hoopa coming in very powerful there. Did not expect that to happen, but that can definitely happen from time to time. So Hoopa, definitely the MVP of that game. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, getting into our next game. Let's see if I'm able to win the coin flip. Last game wasn't able to, but I was able to get the donk, which was really good. And even if we didn't get that, we definitely would have been able to keep calling. Let's see what our opponent's playing, though. They could be playing Mew, which is definitely a really hard matchup for this deck. I gotta assume. You do have the Moltres, you got the Hoopa. Those will have to completely carry you throughout the matchup, though. Going second definitely feels kind of sketchy. Honestly, everything with this deck feels kind of sketchy. I'll start the Sobble here, though. I definitely like that. But we're in a little bit of an awkward position. If we went second, honestly, this hand seems pretty good. But, okay, so it looks like we are against... I'm gonna assume that's Mew. Admittedly, haven't played against Mew with Ice Q, but you gotta assume it's a powerful tech in the deck. I'm gonna just start setting up my bench with the Remoraid. That's in deck, which is really nice. I didn't prize too much important, it doesn't look like. Looks like we prize some supporters like Bird Keeper and Raihan, so that's awkward. And Zinnia's as well. Prizing Zinnia's is pretty bad this matchup. So we won't be able to draw as much. On our next turn as well, I don't think we're going to have like the most powerful of turns next turn. And also not having a supporter like Karina's feels a bit awkward because we don't have the ability to go in and draw cards with the Octillery. Looks like they're not playing Mew. This could be Mew still, actually. Not attacking us this turn, though, so that's really good. So the Latias for the wall. Okay, so this is a Mew. I'd say an older Mew. We do have a lot of different attacking options. Really the interesting toolbox build that we're probably all hoping Mew would be, as opposed to just Genesect, Meloetta, go hard, go fast kind of deck. Though they still probably will be going pretty hard and fast this game. They have the Fog Crystals, getting a bunch of Pokemon down. As I said, Zinnia's Resolve would be amazing this match, but we don't have that. So the real question is, do they have the Genesect? They attached the Ice Cube as well. We see an Old Cemetery, Power Tablet. What's the last card? Peony. Okay, so they play the Peony, which is interesting. Certainly a very powerful card there. And they're probably going to get Battle VIP Pass and Crushing Hammer. Okay. This is definitely a Mew deck. Definitely something I despise, but this is what it is. Crushing Hammer is definitely a very powerful card, especially with us only playing 3 copies of Rapid Strike Energy. That's pretty brutal for us. They're going to draw a ton of cards this turn as well. And they flip heads, which is pretty difficult for us to deal with. But we still can hit in with the regular Gale Thrust attack. They're going to probably draw through like half their deck this turn. If they can place down some of these cards, they'll have drawn through half their deck already. But they don't have any energy on the Mew. I'm wondering if they're playing something like Energy Switch. That's certainly possible. Okay, they're not drawing through quite half their deck, only drawing 30. They only have 32 cards left. They played quite a few, though. 8 cards in the discard, a full hand, as well as a full bench. Looks like they're passing it over, though. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing here, to be honest. I guess I want to attack with, like, Urshifu or something. Losing the energy is pretty bad. I think we prized the Bird Keeper as well. Oh, we didn't prize Raihan. Cynthia's Ambition, but I don't really want to do that. I could get another Sobble, or I could keep calling with a Rapid Strike. But then we only have 1 Rapid Strike energy left in deck, which is pretty brutal. Cynthia's Ambition might be what we have to do here. We can play the Moltres, but that's just so difficult to deal with. Luckily, we do have some Urshifu targets with the Genesect, as well as the Ice Q, Latias. So I'm going to go for a more setup-based play here. Don't want to play down the Moltres. So I honestly don't think they'll be attacking on us on our next turn, though. So that's nice. I'm going to Evo Instance, get myself the Drizzile. We do have the Sword and Shield Inteleon as well. I'll grab another Evo Instance so I can hopefully maybe do some interesting combos next turn. And just kind of see where we can go from there. But Evo Instance isn't feeling bad. We press our Sonia, so we probably can't get the Dark Energy, which is annoying. But I think we're in an okay spot. They're probably not going to KO us, but with the Peony, they could play an Energy Switch. Luckily, we are not vulnerable to Crushing Hammer this turn, which is really nice. We see the Fog Crystal for probably a basic Psychic. Yep, getting that on. Makes a lot of sense. But I think we're just really going to have to rely a lot on Moltres. I'm wondering if they're playing the Melota. I'm assuming they are, but they certainly don't have room on their bench for it. And probably not playing Scoop Up Net either. See a Power Tablet. They could hit us with the Block Slide. Okay, I've never read that attack in Block Slider. That's pretty funny name, but they could hit us with that, but not now that they've attached the Fusion Strike. They still could Elisa Sparkle, though. So Elisa Sparkle, they can actually do a 120 snipe to our bench. They could Elisa's to the Mew VMAX as well this turn. So that's pretty going to be difficult to deal with if they're able to take out this Drizzile. We will need a few combo pieces here. But hopefully they just don't get that. The Sonia is being prized is pretty bad. But they miss it, so that's really amazing for us. We could swing into this Mew, which doesn't seem very good. I think we just do some combos or something. Let's see. We prized a Dark Energy, so we could try to get that with Peonia. Don't really want to play any of these other cards, so Peonia here might just be the play. We can hit into a Genesect as well as take out that Latias. Those seem like good options. So I can grab myself. Definitely want this Scoop Up Net. We need the Peonia as well as we need the Rapid Strike Energy, which we can get. We need the Energy Switch. So hoping to find a Dark Energy off of this play here. If we don't, that's going to be... We just can't get it. Okay, we missed the Dark Energy, which is a bit unfortunate. Probably don't need the Cheryl. We're just going to get one-shotted. Ordinary Rod's okay, but not super necessary right now. Love Ball, we can probably get rid of that. So that's fine. I'll probably get swinging with the Urshifu V, or the VMAX as well. I don't love that though. I could incense here. I'll definitely Rapid Strike Search. I want to get our bench set up a bit better. They luckily haven't taken many prizes yet, so probably getting the Rapid Strike Urshifu V is fine here. You can probably sacrifice a Sobble as well. It's looking like the play we have to make. We're only down one Scoop Up Net as well, so that's pretty reasonable and workable. Oh, I set up the wrong Sobble. That's fine. It's a bit annoying. Honestly, definitely did forget that I played that Sobble this turn, but that should be fine. We can definitely double Drizzile next turn, and that should be enough for the combo pieces we need. We do need the Darkness Energy, though. But we can just pass the turn over and hopefully hit our combo pieces. Hopefully they don't boss doors our Urshifu. And we should just have enough options. No Dark Energy in the discard means you can't Raihan, though, which is pretty difficult when you don't have that option. Raihan just so powerful, guaranteeing whatever you need as well as accelerating the energy instead of having to do all these weird Moltres combos. And then we can't even set up the Moltres as well either, which is our late game attacker. But we should be able to lean on the Moltres. But obviously the Scoop Up Net with the Sobble definitely got me confused there. You can tell I'm not super familiar with this deck. But we got somewhere. Not exactly where I wanted to be, but we have some turns to work with. I predict they don't have a lot of boss. And yeah, they're just going to go with a VMAX attack. Immune to the VMAXs this turn. That's fine. I can send up a Sobble again. You can Scoop Up Net it, which is definitely just a decent option. Okay, we hit a Dark Energy. That's really good. What do I need? I need a Quick Ball. I need to get the guy in the discard. I need a Raihan. What else do I need? Let's see. Need Quick Ball. Need Raihan. I can probably get myself. I could get another Sobble. I don't hate that. I could get the Passimian, but I don't think that's necessary. So I'll go grab myself this Sobble. Need to get ourselves the Raihan with this Drizzile. Are we gonna have the pieces for this? Yeah, I think we do. Oh no, I don't think we do. Let's see, guys. Let's see. We need Raihan. That'll get us a piece. I guess the energy. They come with a little sword, it looks like. We get the Dark Energy on the Urshifu, though. Probably get... I'm going to get myself another Dark Energy, honestly. I can get that on the other Urshifu. I can Rapid Strike Search out a Rapid Strike Energy. You damage yourself with that, which is not the best thing for us, but hopefully next turn we are able to just take a lot of prizes. Hopefully we don't see a boss orders by them. That certainly wouldn't be the worst thing, but if they take out one of our Urshifus, then they take out a VMAX, they will be able to win the game that way. Luckily they are kind of clogged in this big hand, which is something VMAX can do. And I don't know. They're probably playing Ultra Ball in the deck. I'm assuming they are, so they can just thin their hand out. But they're playing the Evo Incense, which is a little interesting. I feel like Ultra Ball is probably stronger in the deck. They certainly have a lot of really powerful cards in the deck, so they definitely have a chance of drawing the boss orders, but they didn't get the strongest of straights either, which gives us some hope. This matchup, as I said, seems very difficult to maneuver. Peony, that's okay. I could be playing Cross Switch as well. Oh, and they play Collapse Stadium, which is really intriguing. Very scary for us. I'm glad they didn't play that down. Obviously hurts them a bunch as well. We see a hammer and a power tablet. Whoa, okay. The hammers, they are playing the hammers, which means they lose a lot of other options in their deck. They do get a heads, though, which is pretty annoying. Should be okay, though. We still have our targets like the Genesect and probably this Latias. We could take down the Ice Cube as well, especially because they aren't down any Fusion Strike Energy. Another Crushing Hammer, though. They finally flip a Tails. That is not their last Crushing Hammer. They have one more in deck, which looks like possibly what they're digging for. And they hit another Power Tablet. I'm a little surprised they're playing that. I suppose it doesn't really matter, though. They will be just one-shotting like everything in my whole deck, so that's okay. We should be able to win, though. It's a bit sketchy, but I think we have what we need to win this. Certainly not in it yet, but we get a Scoop Up Net, which is amazing. I'll Quick Ball away the Zinnias, get myself the Telescopic Sight so I can get the Passimian in play, hit the Genesect and this Latias, and hopefully next turn I can just go in with the Galarian Moltres. We have another few Scoop Up Nets as well, and we also have the VMAX, which we can just get off of the copy of Octillery, which is really coming in clutch this game. So I can go grab VMAX, go up there. We can actually grab another card as well if we want. I could Boss's Orders, stall something. I definitely want this Drizzile in play, though. Give myself a few more options. Getting Klara for next turn also seems good. So I'll go grab that. Have a slightly better shot. And if they end up KOing any of our Pokemon here, we're in an okay spot as well. I'm assuming they're just going to KO our Urshifu, in which case we should be able to win with the Galarian Moltres, but right now can take out this Latias. Can I hit this Genesect? Next turn, I think we're actually going to have to Medicham. So we can Medicham and then hit with Moltres. I believe those are the plays we want to make. We do take a prize card, only one prize card. So, should be okay. I guess maybe we should take another prize. Because I did know our prizes with Peonia, I think. Honestly, Peonia is pretty confusing, but I could have tried to pull out a Dark Energy. I think we had a Level Ball in there. Something like that. I don't really remember. The prizes are getting pretty confusing at this point, but you see them Quick Ball, probably going to get themselves another Genesect, though they could get themselves some other Pokemon that I'm not expecting. But I'm pretty sure they can't win the game on their turn. They're not getting anything, so they probably just have a Pokemon in their hand they're ready to play down. Power Tablet. Burning through those, as I said, doesn't matter for this matchup. Are they out of Pokemon? They are down a few already. So it's a possibility. I imagine they play more Genesect. Maybe they're prized. I'm seeing Elisa's. They could go for some snipe plays here. But we should be able to recover from them. Not guaranteed, though, of course. But should be able to recover. If they take out the Octillery, though, that will be pretty bad for us. They might not have the energy. No, they have the energy. Okay. And they smartly, I guess, put the energy on the Genesect as well to protect it from the Inteleon, which makes a lot of sense. Incidentally, that's not going to determine anything here. We're going to go after it with the Medicham. The Fusion Strike energy will stop us from using abilities on them like Zigzagoon and Inteleon. But at the same time, we can definitely do attacks with effects such as things like the Medicham. See another Air Balloon hitting the Genesect. That means they almost definitely don't play Cape of Toughness. Not that I'd really expect them to, but we just see a Max Miracle. I mean, I think we have this. I'm a bit confused by what I'm doing. We do need to get ourselves another energy in our hand as well for the Moltres. I'll set up the Inteleon, though, because we do have the Scoop of Nets. I think we should be able to win the game now, though. I'll grab myself. I'll start off by playing this Inteleon. We need the Medicham. We need the Rapid Strike Energy. We need the Tower of Waters. Scoop Up Net. I guess we don't need Tower of Waters just yet. We can get that on our, quote, next turn. Watch's Orders isn't necessary. Medicham's in deck. Rapid Strike Energy's in deck. I can Drizzile for a quick ball. Can also Sonia for a couple of energies. So I'll grab myself these 2 dark energies. Then we can Klara next turn. Definitely want the Medicham though. That's very important. And the Rapid Strike energy. We should be able to finish them off here though, which is like just insane how much power this deck has. Replace the Stadium because that seems fine. Now I can go for, let's see, we have the energy for the Klara next turn. So I can go Yoga Loop, the Genesect, 2 prizes there. That's really nice. We can go now take another turn. Galarian Moltres. I can do Klara for maybe some Pokemon back. But then, of course, most importantly, those energies. Instantly, we top deck energy. So it isn't the most important thing, but can accelerate a couple of energy, attach another energy, retreat into Galarian Moltres, take 5 prizes back to back, literally not giving our opponent a turn. And wow, this deck can beat Mew VMAX, even with that weird and rocky start. Of course, they didn't have the best of starts either, but we were just able to take him down with the Moltres as well as the Urshifu, taking a 2 prize turn into just 1 prize on one of their bench Pokemon. That could also be Meloetta normally. And then we were able to use the Medicham and just show off the deck's full potential. And wow, this deck is really fun, really crazy, pretty hard to play. I definitely messed up some there, but you could see like everything the deck can do. Or some of what the deck can do. It can definitely do a lot more with the Cheryl's, Boss's Orders, but it's just so crazy. But I hope you all enjoy this deck. Link is down in the description, and it's just really fun. I highly recommend messing around with decks like Urshifu, with the Moltres, with the Hoopa. You can maybe stick in a Weezing or something. It's just so crazy with all these tech cards, and I'm excited to see you in the next video.